My name is Philip Johansson. I went from being a broke plumber living in a basement apartment back in Denmark with $20,000 in debt with serious addiction and health problems to completely turning my life around and making over $27 million in just 1 year purely through Instagram alone. And now I have multiple education companies helping over 6,000 people achieve ultimate freedom, both financially and also in every aspect of life. I have lived countless lessons that contributed to my massive and rapid success. Lessons that if you implement today, I'm confident will help you become successful as well. Because if you are sick of watching life pass you by, stuck in the same goddamn routine, working for people who wouldn't care if you disappeared tomorrow, this is your wake-up call. So if you're ready to stop waiting for your life to change and start to actually make it happen, let's get into it. Here's my story. Let me take you back to where it all started. When I was a little kid, little Philip, I had big dreams and big goals. I wanted to be a Formula 1 driver, the next Michael Schumacher, the fastest man on the planet. And every time I talk about it, my parents would pat me on the shoulder with a smile and just say something like, "That's very good, Philip. That's okay." But deep down, they never actually believed in me. And looking back, maybe they were kind of right, because I was the kind of kid who couldn't sit still at all. I was always jumping around, always getting into trouble. I never did my homework, and I got kicked out of pretty much every goddamn class. My teachers were constantly writing letters to my mom for bad behavior, and my mom was furious with me all the time. The teachers told me I had ADHD and I needed help. But what stuck with me the longest was when they say, "Philip is never going to become anything in life." But I was obsessed with this idea of becoming a Formula 1 driver. So I told myself I didn't care what they thought. But there was just one problem. To even get started, I needed go-kart lessons, and those were super expensive. My parents were hardworking, but they made an average salary. They simply couldn't afford it. And just like that, my dream was crushed. After barely scraping through high school, I was completely lost. I had no plan, I had no direction, but my dad was a plumber, so I figured maybe I just do that too. So I went to plumbing school, but guess what? The only thing I was consistent at was failing to be consistent. I couldn't focus, I was constantly getting into trouble. I skipped as many classes I could get away with, and I nearly got kicked out. Then one day my dad told me something that changed everything. "Philip, if you do a good job, you can take over the business one day." Now, before you get all excited about the word business, let me be clear on something here, okay? This wasn't some big booming operation. It was a tiny plumbing company with just 3 people in it, okay? And one of them were my dad. But the fact that he trusted me to take over his business, that lit a fire inside of me. For the first time in my life, I had a goal. So I decided to go all in on plumbing school, and somehow, magically, I graduated with the top grades. I even took an extra 2 years of education just to be the best one. Because my dad kept saying, "Philip, if you do a good job, you will take over the business." And so I did. I took over the family plumbing business. But the moment I stepped inside of the business, I realized something I never saw coming at all. My dad still controlled everything. I had huge plans to scale the company, like gigantic plans. I had the big dreams and big goals again. I wanted to build a website, run advertising, print thousands of flyers, and be on national TV. I wanted to expand into electricians, architects, and even engineers. I had a vision for this company. But my dad, he just laughed at me and just shook his head. "Calm down, Philip. That will never happen. Let's just keep doing what we have always done." And listen guys, I love my dad, and I always will. and he worked hard to provide for me and my brother and my mom, but he had no vision or ambition anymore. No drive, no vision for more, just the same routine year after year, because that's how it always have been. And the worst part, I was working harder than anyone else, okay? I was busting my back, putting in 10 to 12-hour days, getting paid minimum wage. Yep, I was paid less than the other plumber on our team because my dad told me something again. That's the sacrifice you need to make as a business owner. And when the workday ended, mine didn't, okay? While everyone else went home, I stayed late doing all of the invoices, doing all of the bookkeeping, and I even handled all of the goddamn paperwork. And every time I questioned it, my dad just repeated the same thing. That's the sacrifice you need to make as a business owner. But what kind of sacrifice is it when you're still broke, exhausted, and pretty much miserable? I spent years fighting to grow that business. Years waking up before sunrise, commuting 2 to 3 hours every day, sitting in traffic jams. So long I could have finished a whole degree just from listening to goddamn audiobooks. And every day I saw the same thing. The same tired faces, the same people staring out of their car windows like goddamn zombies going through the same exact motion every single day. And I was one of them. But the worst thing of all was, I saw the guys who actually made it. The ones who had already escaped the rat race. The ones pulling up to construction sites in shorts and goddamn flip-flops, stepping out of their brand new Mercedes AMGs, while I was standing there covered in sweat and dirt and barely could afford a freaking lease on a BMW 4 Series. I was working twice as hard as them and making a fraction of what they did. And that shit broke me, because I knew business was the way out of it. That was the only way to build real freedom business. But I was just stuck in this thing here. No matter how many hours I worked, no matter how much I sacrificed, I felt like I was running on a goddamn treadmill, putting in the effort, but going absolute nowhere. And when you feel trapped, you start looking for a way to escape. For me, that meant hanging with the wrong people. I started drifting further and further away from my family. I started drugs, I started alcohol, steroids. And at first, it was just a way to kind of like numb the frustration and shut off all of the voices in my head screaming, "You're wasting your life away." But before I knew it, I was on a self-destructive spiral, and it got so bad that one day my body finally gave up on me. Like it shut down. I was walking up the stairs when out of nowhere pain shot through my chest, my back, and pretty much my entire body, so I collapsed on the stairs. And in that moment when I collapsed, I was terrified because I could feel there was something wrong. And I remember I was screaming at my girlfriend, call an ambulance, something is wrong. She panicked, looking for the car keys and the phone. She was running around like a headless goddamn chicken and couldn't find anything. And at that point, I fought and looked at her and be like, fuck this shit here, okay? Screw it, give me the goddamn keys, I'm driving myself. So out of nowhere, I stood up, took the keys, went into the car and drove myself to the goddamn hospital because I had no time for that shit. This was bad. I got into the hospital, I found a doctor, and the doctors ran a bunch of tests and took a few hours. And then a serious looking doctor, I never forget the face on that guy. He said, "Philip, what the heck are you doing? What are you taking?" And I listed everything like bull hormone, horse hormone, testosterone, some different pills, some drugs, anything I could get my hands on pretty much. And then he looked me in the eyes and said something I will never forget. "Philip, if you don't stop right now doing what you're doing, you will not make it for another 2 years. Your kidney number is higher than a cancer patient." And you know what I said? "Okay, just give me some goddamn painkillers so I can get out of your goddamn hair." The moment I left the hospital, I called my friend and told him to pick me up with a 6-pack and a gram of snow. That's how little I cared about my life. But then something happened. My mom found out and called the whole family together. I walked in expecting another argument about, Philip, you're wasting your life. What are you doing? Shouldn't you be serious? And blah, 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 blah. But that was not it. Because I walked in and then I saw my mom crying. And she said, Philip, can you see all of these people are getting sad if you died from an early age? And seeing my mom crying like that and my family like that changed everything for me. Everything. So I wanted to give them everything for pretty much saving me from dying in an early age, maybe even. I'm pretty sure by looking back now, she probably saved me from dying in an early age. Because from that day forward, I knew I had to become a man now, not a kid anymore. No more reckless decision, no more blaming the world, no more waiting for a lucky break. I had to step up now. And the first thing I realized I wanted to give my family, especially my mom, was everything. But I also knew working alongside my dad as a plumber wasn't going to cut it at all. At first, I thought the answer was simple. I just start my own plumbing company so I make some more money. A fresh start, my own rules, no more being under my dad's farm, no more. But then I started doing the math. I needed a work van, expensive tools, business insurance, a company account, maybe even employees, a website, flyers, marketing, advertising, and all of that would cost me maybe even hundreds of thousands of dollars just to get started. That's without any customers. That's without getting any money in. So I started looking for other options because this was not a good one. And that's when I did it. I went to Google itself and typed how to make money online. And oh my God, if you have ever gone down that rabbit hole, you already know what I'm about to say. Because that shit is a goddamn jungle. A never-ending stream of ads, courses, coaches, and success stories of people claiming they made $100,000 in a week from their laptop while sipping pina coladas on a goddamn beach somewhere. And listen, I fell for everything. Everything. I ate it raw. I tried everything. I tried dropshipping, Amazon FBA, YouTube automation, flipping sneakers on eBay, you name it. I did it. I was so desperate to make something work that at one point I even started selling eyelashes. Yes, a plumber selling eyelashes. If you ever needed proof that I was truly lost, there you have it. I even convinced my mom to create 30 Gmail accounts just so she could binge watch my funny cat videos on YouTube, hoping it would go viral and make me some ad revenue. I spent 2 years trying every online business model I could find. And after all of that shit, I had burned through every single cent I had, and I racked up $20,000 in debt, and I had absolute nothing to show for it. Nothing. Then came the final straw. My girlfriend kicked me out. She looked me in the eye and said, "You have changed." And she wasn't wrong. I had changed. I had become obsessed with making something work, but all I had done was run myself into debt. I had no money, and I even had to sell my car just to buy courses and keep up with the rent. So I packed all of my stuff, that was not much, and I moved into a tiny windowless basement apartment. The ceiling was so low I couldn't even stand up straight somewhere without hitting my head into the pipes. And all I had was a bed, a 16-year-old computer, and a Wi-Fi connection. That was it. That right there was rock bottom. I remember sitting on that bed looking around, and I was thinking, if my parents could see me now, I would be the biggest embarrassment of their lives. I could have easily sat there and blamed everyone for where I have ended up. The fake gurus on social media who took my money, my girlfriend for leaving me, my teachers for doubting me, and heck, even my mom and dad for not making me a goddamn Formula 1 driver. But deep down, I knew the truth. This wasn't anyone else's fault, it was my fault. And sitting there in the dark, in the windowless basement, I made a decision. I wasn't going to keep making excuses. I was going to take full responsibility for where I was. And more importantly, I was going to change it. Right around that time, something kept popping up on my Facebook feed, I remember. It was a book, The 10X Rule by Grant Cardone. Now, up until this point, I had never bought a single book with my own money my whole life. Not one. But something about this one just stuck with me. Because unlike the fake gurus flashing rented Lambos and acting like they were rich off $10,000 a month, this guy was actually a billionaire. So I figured, if I'm going to listen to anyone, it should probably be from someone who have actually made it big. So I bought the book. I bought it with my own money. And what I read completely changed my mindset, completely. Grant Cardone talked about something called the 10X Rule. It's all about thinking bigger, dreaming bigger, and taking 10 times the action you think is necessary to reach your goals. And that's when it hit me. I had been half-assing pretty much everything. I kinda wanted the nice car. I kinda wanted the big house. I kinda wanted to be a millionaire. But that was the problem. You see, success doesn't happen to people who kinda want it. So instead of thinking it would be nice to make $10,000 a month, I told myself, no, I want to make $100,000 a month. And if I wanted to hit $100,000 a month, I needed to take 10 times the action. That means no more wasting time on dumb business model, no more dabbling and quitting after just a few weeks, and no more sitting around waiting for success to magically happen. I had to go all in. The only problem, I had no more money. So I did what anyone does when they are truly desperate. I spent hours doing all of those stupid ass surveys on YouTube thinking I could make a little cash. I think I made like 10 cents after hours of work, and I couldn't even withdraw the money because the minimum payout was $100. That's when I saw an ad. A guy was talking about selling other people's digital products and getting paid a commission. And unlike all of the other business models I had tried, this one was actually affordable to start, barely anything to cost to start. So I started digging deeper, and I found a guy offering a mentorship program that showed exactly how to do it step by step. But the only thing, it costed $1,500 and I had nothing. So I wasn't going to give up this easily, not this motherfucking time. So I did the only thing I could think of. I called my mom and asked her if she had time for a cup of coffee. My basement apartment was only a short walk from her place, so I went straight over there. She just said, "Yes, Philip, come over. I'm coming." So we sat down and I told her everything about this new opportunity and about how I could finally build a business that didn't require a ton of money to start. And then I asked her, "Mom, can I borrow $1,500? Her immediate response was, "Philip, what's different this time?" And she had every right to ask me that, because I had already borrowed a lot of money from her and I had failed over and over and over again. So I looked her in the eyes and I told her the truth. "This time, Mom, this time I'm all in. This time I'm not half-assing it. I'm not quitting when it gets hard. I will do whatever it takes because I hate my life, I hate my situation, and I refuse to stay where I am." And I promised her, "If you lend me this money, I will pay you back 100 times over. I swear on everything. Mom, I will pay you the money back." So she agreed. And the second she sent me the money, I went straight home. I bought the mentorship and I dove in head first. I consumed every single piece of materials as fast as humanly possible. I didn't just watch the lessons, I implemented it. Everything as I went through it Because one thing Grant Cardone always said that stuck with me till this day today: imperfect action is better than no action at all. I wasn't going to sit around and take notes and plan for weeks and come up with a business plan. I had already spent 2 years failing, so I said, screw that shit. It didn't matter if it was perfect or not. I was just going to take action and figure it out along the way. I showed up every single day and I followed my mentor's steps exactly. I stopped second guessing everything. I stopped trying to piece together random YouTube advice. I just listened to this one guy and cut everything else out. And in my first 30 days, I generated more than $9,300. That was more than I ever made in a single month. At first, I thought this must be some kind of luck. But then the month 2 came and I made even more money. 6 months later, I made over $233,000. And within my first 2 years doing this, I made my first million. I couldn't believe it. It was working. I had finally found the thing I had spent years searching for. I went from a basement apartment with nothing to buying my dream Mercedes AMG, the same car I saw all of the other people driving, to retiring my mom and buying her the dream car she always wanted, to completely changing mine and my family's life. Because when I got a phone call one day saying my dad's house had burned down completely to the ground and that all of his clothes, passport, driver license and every single dollar of savings was gone. On top of that, the insurance company was refusing to pay him anything. I was able to help. I was able to pay for a fully furnished apartment for my dad and buy him clothes and get him back on his feet. And that feeling was worth more than anything money could ever buy. For the first time in my life, I had options. I had finally escaped the rat race. I wasn't waking up at 5 a.m. for plumbing jobs. I wasn't commuting for 3 hours a day, and I wasn't living paycheck to paycheck, hoping my card wouldn't decline at the goddamn grocery store. I was free. So I did something big. I packed up my things, left the basement behind for good, and moved into a penthouse in a brand new city I never been in. Because one of the best pieces of advice I got from Grant Cardone that I want to give to you was move away from your hometown. Why? Because the people in your hometown will always try to keep you at their level. They don't want to see you grow and they don't want to see you win. And whether they mean it or not, they will keep you trapped in the same small mindset they have. So I left, and by listening to my mentor and taking massive action, my business skyrocketed. I went from making $1.6 million a month to over $3 million a month. Now, here's where the things get really funny. I was making millions, but then I learned something insane about Denmark. Normally, you pay 37 to 42% in taxes. But if you make a certain amount of money, that tax rate jumps to 61%. That means over half of my money was getting taken away. I felt I was getting fucked in the ass big time. And to make it even worse, I wanted a Rolls Royce back then. So I went to my tax advisor and an accountant and I told them, I want to buy a Rolls Royce. They laughed because nobody drives a Rolls Royce in Denmark. And then they said, Philip, do you know what that will cost you? I said, no, but I want it. So my accountant leaves the room and comes back like 5 minutes later with the biggest smile on his face. And he said, Philip, if you want to put just the 4 wheels of that car on Danish soil, it will cost you $15,000 a month in tax. At that moment, I lost it. And I looked at my advisor and I said, how the fuck can we get out of this country here? Because there was no way I was going to work my ass off only to have the goddamn government take more than half of my hard-earned goddamn money. So we started looking at options like Monaco or Cyprus and even Dubai. Each had some benefits, but then I remember one of my mentors was already living in Dubai. I reached out to him and I asked him, hey man, can we come visit you? And of course he said yes. So my advisor and we booked a business class and then we flew to Dubai for a few days. That was the first time in 16 years I left Denmark. In 16 years. And it was the first time that I flew business class. And let me tell you something, it felt amazing. It felt so good because it was like a physical confirmation that everything I have worked my ass off was paying off. The second I landed in Dubai, I knew the energy, the skyline, the atmosphere, the energy of making money. Everything about it screamed growth, opportunity, potential, and more money. So I found a villa on the Palm here in Dubai and paid a small $720,000 upfront in rent. That is per year, by the way. And I started documenting everything on social media and my business exploded again. Ever since I made a minimum of $27 million per year. And by that time, I have helped every person you could think of also to make it work. I've helped moms, dads, blue-collar workers just like myself that was breaking their back, lifting heavy stuff every day, all day, getting late home, had to take care of their kids. They got time to do it as well because I found the blueprint. We have 18 years old that have cracked the code as well. We have single moms. We have 56 years old that make $100,000 a month. We have a couple with 2 kids that made $1 million in just 7 months. And we even have a 66-year-old that makes $10,000 a month. I had the blueprint. I had it. And I changed all of these people's lives as well. And over time, I've helped thousands of people achieve financial freedom and quit their 9-to-5. People who started with nothing. People who just months before were stuck in jobs they hated, barely making ends meet. And now they're quitting their jobs. They are making more money in a month than what they used to make in a year. They are buying homes, they are paying off debt, and giving their families a better life. And today, I want to help you do the same. There are millions of people grinding away 12-hour shifts, barely scraping by, wondering why success keeps slipping through their fingers. And it's not because they are lazy. It's because they don't have a system that actually works. That's exactly why I created the High Achievers Society. Not some fluff-filled course or another false promise that leaves you even more confused than when you started. This is the exact step-by-step system that I took that made me go from broke plumber to making $27 million in a single year. And inside you will learn how to tap into one of the fastest growing platforms and leverage it to promote high-ticket digital products that is already proven to sell, and why you don't need to create your own products, spend months building websites, or even show your face if you don't want to. And even how to get 90% of the work done for you, from creating content to building funnels and even to write scripts. And the best part, I'm giving you access to everything for free. Because I don't want you to stay stuck. I don't want you to wasting years bouncing between business ideas that go nowhere. Because in this video, you have already learned you can go from broke, depressed, and stuck to making over $27 million in a year. The key mindset shift that separates successful people from those who stay trapped. Why imperfect, relentless action matters more than anything else. And most importantly, that success isn't reserved for the lucky. So now I want to hand you the exact roadmap that worked for me and for thousands of other people who have already changed their lives using my system. Like Jill, who made $57,000 in her first month and finally treated herself for a $3,000 bike she always wanted.
My name is Jill Bender, and in the last 11 months, I've made over $302,000 thanks to Philip Johansson. I had been struggling to find a way to make more money online. I was working a 9-to-5 job. It was getting me nowhere, and every time I received my paycheck, I was immediately broke. I couldn't afford to take my son on anything extra or do anything extra with friends and family because I immediately was broke. I was throwing things on credit cards. Credit cards were getting so high that there was no room to throw more stuff on. I tried drop shipping, Amazon FBA. I've been in several affiliate marketing programs and they only had been throwing me further in debt, but I knew there was something out there that could work. And that's when I met Philip Johansson. And I learned how to market using Instagram, and my life has changed forever. So in 11 months, over $302,000. I have quit my 9-to-5. I bought a new Bronco. I remodeled my bathroom. My son and I go on vacations almost monthly. I think it has been monthly.
And like Lucy, who generated over $100,000 in just 4 months.
Hey, Lucy Crane here, and thanks to Philip Johansson, in the last 6 months, myself and my business partner, Stacey Knight-Jones, have been able to completely transform and change our lives. From 2 incredibly broke and broken women, we've been able to earn over $100,000 in less than 4.5 months and really found our confidence to make money online. Trust me when I say we have absolutely experienced the heavy weight of debt, the heartbreak of failed adventures, the guilt that comes with never being present, and the burnout that came from our constant chase of money and clients in the online space for so many years before we found Phil. And we had invested in every course, coach, program, you name it, we had tried it, only to be left incredibly disillusioned with bank balances that didn't reflect the hours we were putting in or our worth back then. Fast forward to where we are today because of this mentorship and finding Phil. It has literally breathed life back into us and our dreams once more, and we have the most precious entity back in our life, which is time. Time to be present with who and what matters most in our world, as well as the money to actually live instead of survive. We will be forever grateful for this mentorship. It has literally given us our wings, our confidence, our self-worth, and the ability to continue to make money online. We have high income skills now that we have used to diversify into multiple income streams, but it all started with Phil and everything he's taught us. So Phil, honestly, a thank you will never be enough. We appreciate you so much.
So if you are ready to go all in and stop half-assing it to success and take control of your future instead of waiting for someone to hand it to you, then click the link in the description and join us inside of the High Achievers Society and get a multiple 8-figure mentor for free. Because if I could do it, coming from absolute nothing, making every mistake in the book, and failing for 2 straight years, then you can make it too. Don't just watch this and think, oh, that's cool. Do something with it, okay? Do something with it. Because a few months from now, a year from now maybe, your life could look completely different. I will see you inside the High Achievers Society. Let's get it.